trying to bait.
Not what you expected.
So he ran his wolves to the Dire base, through the towers, obviously, and it was spotted by Ivy. And he's there policing the couriers, and they're trying to bait the wolf a little bit with their couriers. Come on, guys.
I mean, I guess it works sometimes. You know, sometimes teams aren't aware of what's going down the lane. But not this time.
Every once in a while.
The battle begins.
All right, so my logic to the safe lane gyro.
Okay.
The last time that Enigma was absolutely crushing everyone, we had a lot of bristle picks. And I think that's actually what made the bristle become like kind of broken at Arlington and leading up to the tournament was that people ended up picking the hero and trying it out because of the nuisance that was Enigma and the Eidolons in the laning phase.
Sure, yeah.
And so theoretically, maybe this is where we find out the gyro's secretly broken thanks to Flat Cannon versus the Enigma in the laning stage. And, you know, I'm just ready for the new timeline where we don't need a patch because gyro's the new hot thing. You guys ready?
Well, let's see.
I heard the crowd go wild. I saw the chat, they're just popping off. Like, man, I can't wait to go back to 6.83 when we just played Gyro. Remember it was like 3 years where Gyro was like the competitive carry and then he just
for a
fell
long
off.
time, yeah. He was
the guy.
He was just kind of just a sort of a patch standard, right? Didn't matter on the patch. He was always in a place where, you know, there would always be an opportunity for a good Gyro game. But that definitely hasn't really been the case, or at least most players, most teams have found that it hasn't been the case anymore. Obviously, Monaspa feel otherwise. They've got something to prove here.
I feel like Terrorblade is the modern day equivalent of that. Like, when's the last time Terrorblade wasn't viable? I feel like this hero is always just good.
No, for sure, yeah. There's always going to be a chance to see a game. I mean, and why do you think this game for Ivy, they saw this as a good chance for the TB?
Just, you know, if I'm a carry player and I'm not required to do anything specific, I guess is the way I would think about it. Like, Terrorblade just always feels nice. Like, I don't really need any control in this game, I don't think, with, like, the Clockwork, the Enigma, the Queen of Pain sort of jumping in. I've got some breathing room. If my job is to just swing, do damage, and get gold, Terrorblade feels pretty damn good, and uh-oh.
Bottom lane, they'll get the trade, but the first blood does go the way of Ivy as Nande on the carry gyro. He's the first to fall this game.
What else are we going to have? We're going to have Reflection on the Lycan. It's kind of hype.
Then we have
the odds, what is that? Slightly, pretty similar, honestly. It hasn't changed all that much despite the win.
Oh my god, he just got the kill with a Reflection. The Skylark was sitting around too low. And, yeah.
Swoops.
I wouldn't be surprised if those odds changed a little bit as it's looking like a decent start here for Ivy.
Yeah, on their way for a potential 2-0 here. So
Yeah.
definitely unexpected on my end. I was a firm Monaspa believer here, but they got to turn it on now. We have not discussed the Batrider, though, as downball. They are battling up here. But Batrider has been a hero of this season for Division 1 when that was going through, and now into Division 2. It's not necessarily a team-specific hero as much as he used to be, I feel like. Like, everyone kind of has a Batrider play these days. Sure, some are better than others, but you always have to watch out for this guy because you know he's going to get that farm in the jungle.
Yeah.
And come back with a vengeance.
So, yeah, mobile. I'm going to grab those runes.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And overall, just excited to see, you know, and he obviously impressed us with his performance in Game 1. And it's definitely a more difficult game for him to sort of perform throughout it all, considering the counters, the heroes that there are to deal with him. But he did play very, very, very nice in that first match on the Enigma. See if he's able to do it again against the bigger challenge this time.
Yeah, you would think it should be a little bit worse here for sure.
Mm.
But last time, I mean, most of the counters we're talking about right now are based on the Black Hole. The Gyro is the new one to hopefully try and deal with the Eidolons themselves. And you are seeing it in play here. Not quite dying. I think even with the missile, he should be fine. But you're seeing the actual bullying happening. There is some bullying in the mid lane as well, though. As we do have the 2 points from the dagger so far, and that's what's driven Wish into that jungle. As it's not worth it being on the lane.
He's got the Fairy Fire, but Cube's going to be able to take him down. Another kill here for the two of them. Ivy, once again, playing very nicely between the two of them. Cube and Owned Me.
And look at Desire, too, driven way back up top. Is he actually going to find this courier? Oh, Ench. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Ooh.
So much stuff on it. Oh, it's a fat courier. It's too slow. It's too fat. The micro.
Oh, it's going to make the delivery, though.
Oh, he stopped it. Oh my god.
He's going to be able to save it as well.
Oh wait, go back. Oh my god.
And I think JM's going to win this trade, isn't he? Or maybe he's not. No, he's not.
He's
Gotta
not
be
sure.
careful.
He got his items. He has the tango. This is the hypest support battle of all time. He lives.
He's going to be fine. He's out of there. Oh, but
no,
Terrorblade's courier. Oh, no.
Killed.
I mean, JM worked so hard to keep his courier alive. Meanwhile, the carry, courier down the lane, instantly dies.
Just he was too busy killing like
That is true. That is true. And the carry can be forgiven for losing his courier there. Indeed, Pyro65 manages to kill Skylark again in that top lane. That is... It ain't going great up there. It's 31 and 14 here for Pyro65. Skylark, he's only got 8 last hits out of that lane, Trent.
Yeah, I mean, his roofing was a little busy, so... Alright, guys, relax. These
I mean,
side
bottom
lanes here.
and bottom, look at this. Nande was able to move in with Spartan to get the kill, but he will get punished for this. As Mobile will kill him off.
The 3
another
points
courier.
dagger rotation kill. That's pretty hype. 1 HP. Is that what that was there?
I believe it was, yeah.
11.
Mobile, he's going to get this kill as well. There's no running for
dang.
Spartan, surely. So Mobile, very nice rotation. Sure, wasn't able to make it in time to save Owned Me, but coming in for the cleanup, getting a double kill. He's going to be feeling great. I mean, some of these lanes, I mean, the catch-up farm's been there from the bat, 29 against the 27. But the fact that the Queen's been able to make these early moves, and the top lane, this Terrorblade completely free farm. Monaspa's going to have some answers for this Terrorblade, because Pyro65 last game, we really did see him get out of control on the left track. I think he just died for once, perfect itemization. It's mid lane as well. Big blast back here with a Sonic Wave. Not enough damage to kill. Oh, actually, the dagger might. They'll get the deny. They are able to deny Desire at least. But a lot of chaos already coming out from Ivy, and I think that just is only going to benefit the fact that Pyro65, I think he's going to get a concerning amount of space here to free farm as a Terrorblade.
Yeah, and look, Spartan trying to runs right into Cube. This is the last hero you want to see is a silencer. Wish, though, the bounce out, maybe? Oh, he doesn't flame break. No, that's probably not going to happen, huh?
Let's see if he's able to get Cube. Should be able to. I don't think Cube... Oh, but Cube has got, Mobile and Jam ready to help. It should be a pretty rough death for Wish. Wish has got to be careful. Cogs are down. We'll push him back. Mobile with the Arcane Rune ready to throw out another dagger. This is going to be Wish going down. The kills continue for Ivy. It's looking rough already for Monaspa to Trent. And at least in game 1, I think at this point it was pretty even. This time around game 2, it's fallen apart pretty quickly across the map, it feels.
Yeah, and he went for the 4th point in the Shadow Strike, which I think is kind of interesting, too.
Yeah, that's true. You don't normally see that maxed all the way, yeah.
I feel like it's not usually worth it if they're already kicked out of the lane. Yeah. But his rotations have been going really well, and you look at some of these heroes when they get daggered, and it's just like there's nothing they can do. Like Bat wants to work towards that boost of travel. Gyrocopter tries to like stand and deliver a little bit here though, but you can sort of kite him a bit with that as well, like through the tree lines and everything. So pretty interesting. We'll see if it bites him though, because level 2 Scream feels amazing. It doubles the damage the spell does.
See 8-minute power rune. It's going to be the regen top. Desire will go for the grab on that. Wish is going to start chasing down JM. They should be able to get the Enchantress here. I mean, yeah, they'll lift up. They'll get the kill. Nothing to write home about though. Nothing massive. And it did sort of take pretty much 4 heroes running towards that Enchantress.
And Spartan comes back down here, instantly puts down an Ob Sentry combo here, trying to protect this Gyrocopter and wary about any rotations that are going to come through because this Queen of Pain is just out of control right now. And they've got Vision in the mid, also keeping an eye on her there too. They're going to see this bottle get refilled. So just knowing that he's fully stocked and pressured right under this mid tower without a worry, but bottom fighting there as well.
Monaspa should be able to clean up at least one of these kills here. And
how much of a fight is it?
Oh, he's actually into the trees. A Cube was able to No! Oh my goodness, they're both able to TP away! Oh, that's going to hurt for Monaspa. That looked to be at least one sure kill for sure, but they didn't get either of them, Trent.
No, and meanwhile, in the Dire safe lane, Terrorblade grows. He's 1,000 gold ahead of the next highest hero, and it's his own mid laner. So Pio is completely uninhibited. He is massive. And you're going to have some serious Terrorblade problems coming out here soon. That's a Yasha delivered.
And he's not going to be easy to kill. I mean, as long as he doesn't stand under the gyro spells, the gyro, he's going to be fine in these fights. He has no need to turn up to these fights anytime soon either. As Ivy, they've just got the action cover without the Terrorblade at this point. In the mid lane, Mobile picks up another kill. He is getting chased down, and that blink back up in a second. TP's coming in as well to help out. In fact, it's going to be a TP over from Pio. Pio is going to come in with a bit of an early TP to make sure that they stay safe in the mid lane, and that will mean that Mobile can escape to safety. Wish has had to back off. So Pio 65, yeah, no fear there, knowing that he's kind of top farm at the moment. He's very strong. He's not afraid to TP over, get some hits in onto the tower. He's going to be able to pick up that last hit. He's getting active already. 10 minutes in, Terrorblade turning up and taking your mid tower.
Oh my god. Like, he just hit 5,000, now he's up to 6,000 net worth. I mean, he's running around the jungle at 9.5 minutes when his Yasha hit got delivered, and he already had Wraithband, treads, some raindrops to cover it. Like, this... I'm glad he's showing up to fight, because he's just flexing that they cannot handle him right now.
Or Nande. They will pop the global. Trying to keep him safe here from the two of them, but the dagger was already out. Few right clicks from Mobile, another dagger. Deny. They're pinging, and they will get it. Oh, but to get the deny, Wish will drop the lasso to make sure he can take down Owned Me in return. So Nande not giving up any gold or XP, but still off the map for a fair few seconds.
Dire's middle tower is
Cube's trying to get a fight back here with this hook shot, but they don't quite have the damage right now. Queen doesn't have an ulti for another 20 seconds. After that, I mean, they could just dive Spartan if they wanted right now. But again, he has that Ob Sentry combo trying to protect him here. And they're going to bring Owned right back down to this bottom lane. So showing that they want to pressure this tower. Meanwhile, of course, Pio 65 can just keep sending the waves back out there. And, well, the investment, you know, looks like they're going to try and juice up this gyrocopter in the most classic of ways.
Yeah, he just needs so many items as a gyro, right? I mean, obviously getting the Ags first, but it's kind of the Ags plus the next item, and then as sort of the carry gyro, you feel like you can have some sort of punch in the fights.
Yeah.
It's still a way away, and by the time he has that, you know, you've only got to imagine, considering how quickly this Terrorblade's been building up his farm, how many items Pio 65 will have in return. Mid lane hook shots there from Cube. Sets up for the Sonic Wave cleanup and Mobile. They take down the Spartan. But, yeah, just yet to see any sort of answer for this Terrorblade. And whatever they do have, I think it's only going to get quieter and quieter. This Terrorblade is, you know, you cannot understate how big of a problem this Terrorblade is going to be.
Yeah, it's going to be on
the
job of Wish and Desire, pretty much, to try and handle him, I guess. Like, you need some big spell steal. Maybe like some massive AoE, like maybe a Sonic Wave or something to try and catch the Terrorblade as he's getting low. Since, I mean, I say he's got low HP. He's at 1140, which is, you know, generally Terrorblade feels a lot squishier at this point in the game. And Jim Vincento not worried about anything as an Ench because he's level 6. And the gyro is nice in this case because you have that magic damage to try and deal with the Enchantress if she's like playing solo and everything. But she's not playing super solo. And that's a black hole, but that's
got the global. We'll put a stop to it.
Oh,
get the kill. Mobile able to make sure he gets what he might even get both of them. He's trying to chase down Desire. Okay, the stolen hold. It's gonna bring him low. They've got the curse silence as well, and it will be enough to get the trade. So they do get Mobile out of this one as well. It's a fair bit of golden XP for Desire, picking up the kill on that one. Now try and hunt him down. An attempted TP in the trees will get shut down by Cube with the hook shot coming in. And with the battery assault out, Spartan also has no chance of escape. We'll see Cube full load because he might die. Not quite. He's actually going to be able to survive for it. I'll say the one creep is going from here with the micro. They're sending after. Oh no! Wish is TPing in.
Oh, he took it. He
took it and he started to walk it back away from him. So there wasn't going to be a chance for Wish to continue to TP over and close the gap. Nice moves there from JM.
Oh my goodness. Where did that even start? The stolen black hole into the surprising kill of the Queen of Pain. I will say, I was a little... Yeah, I don't know. I was like, this is black hole. Like, it is Rubik, so you get a little bit of boost, but I was a little nervous they weren't going to have the damage of the 2 supports. But thankfully, Edge had no heals quite yet, so no saves from the Enchantress. I wonder... Oh, okay, never mind. They're going to do Greaves on Own Me this time.
Okay, yeah.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Yeah, what do you think sort of caused the change up in build then? As we said, we very much enjoyed what he was doing last game. What's different this time? Do you feel for him?
Just the Chen. That's it. It's just the mech is just too core on Chen, so it's just better that way.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Very very wise of them to do it that way. I assume Ench. I don't even know what he wants. Like Force Staff is so. Yeah, he's just gonna do Force Staff. Okay, never mind. He queued it up now. It just feels way too good on this hero, and then obviously you get the pike, and then you're scaling later in the game. I like the drums first though as well. Gyro's done on the Aghanim Scepter, though, so I believe as Courage famously analyzed when it was introduced, the DD. It's kind of just like having a DD rune. You just get attacks. It's pretty much how it works out.
I mean, I get like an unreliable scuffed DD.
Exactly.
The hits it's still the furthest target away from you in the range. It's something. It's just it really does feel like Gyro. He just needs so many items. Yeah, he's queuing up the small crit next. Get that. Then you kind of have a bit of a punch. But then, as you can see, he knows he has to build to live. So BKB and Satanic are queued up. But your damage never really pops off until you get like 5-6 items on this hero. You need a lot, and you're just not going to be able to get them as quickly as this Terrorblade. Obviously, the Ags will speed up your farm a little bit, but unlikely that you're going to be able to hit the same sort of stride that this Terrorblade's been hitting as Pyro 65 continues to just storm ahead of the game.
I do have good news that a Force Staff is almost done on Rubik, so that'll be some survivability for the Gyro, because I envision clockwork problems in these fights. One flare, spotted, hooked. Engagement gets very difficult as a Gyrocopter. This would be a fun blade mail game for Cube as well. I feel like you don't get to get away with it very often as a clockwork, but there's quite a bit of just like random AoE damage. Playing versus a Gyrocopter, you want to stick on him like blue.
Well done. This is just a smooth move here from Pyro and Own Me. They just walk into the lane. Setups there for Pyro to clean up 2 kills, one of them being the big one, taking down the enemy mid. More money goes into the fund of the Terrorblade, as he is very close to picking up his full Skadi.
Oh, perfect. This is going to be a sad day for this Gyrocopter and this Lycan. I mean, at this point, MOBA is level 12, so very, very happy Queen of Pain. You're sort of peaking at this moment, right? Especially when your BKB comes out shortly after. You have Kaya, too, so maximum damage. You're not that survivable because your Blink's still level 1, but when your team's ahead like this, it makes it very easy to play. Hey, a good return kill down bottom, though, as they grab a last one to Own. I mean, hopefully he dies. Yeah, that is indeed enough units to get this kill, as the shape-shifted Lycan was necessary. And that's right, they're going to try and turn this into a second. They have the Blink Dagger for Wish. He needs to get to his courier and then get to the Boots of Travel onto these Lycan units. And perhaps they could catch someone else unawares, but of course, without the lasso, it's going to rely on a Firefly, just straight up rundown play, which is kind of scary versus Clock.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, dangerous ward attempt here from Spartan. He's dead.
It's going to cost his life for sure. And they did look into the pit, but I mean, there's no... I would be very ambitious from Monaspa. There's no way they can go for Roshan. They did walk in and poke at it, but yeah, that's not going to be happening anytime soon, at least until they kill a fair few heroes. They won't be able to walk in there whilst Ivy's all alive.
It's going to be so hard versus the Clockwork too, of course. One of the best features of this hero. Just constantly going, hey, he queued out the Blade Mail, let's go queue. It's a hype Blade Mail game. I hope he's able to get it. Item we don't get to see all too often anymore, unfortunately. Oh, yeah, he's... okay, that was a mistake.
Yeah, it kind of got sort of trapped in there between the Wolf and the Dragon. It looked like it was stuck, no way out from those two.
Yeah, sometimes it's a stolen Malphite on a Rubik, you just can't move, and then the Dragon does 1,000 damage to you. It can be rough.
Dire are scanning.
Mistakes were made. He'll respect it a little bit more next time. And he also just made so much space, of course, for his Queen of Pain to get a BKB.
See
Desire
Desire.
trying to get another Malefice here.
They should have it.
The good do die young.
Another kill here for Monaspa.
Shapeshift in 10 seconds. Maybe go for another smoke play. Blink Lasso is back up. Oh, it's smoking time for sure for the Radiant right now. There is an Ench Pine Cone just scouting them and being a general nuisance. So they'll have to bring that down, but it is definitely time to get busy right now. I mean, there's a Chrysalis as well. Where are the smokes at? Someone bring a smoke. Because these guys are looking for a kill and to head into the Roche pit.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning.
I mean, Ivy looked pretty prepared there. Grouped up. Very much ready for a fight. And cute. That's a nice little angle to start things off. It's the opening on of Skylark. Mobile jumps in, he's ready to hold his ground with the BKB. Malefice is there. Skylark, he can't run with that constant interruption of the mini stuns.
And good choice there as well from Omi. That was very tempting to Black Hole, I feel like, since you really just need like one core kill and you're pretty happy going Roche. But the Rubik was nearby, so just had to rely on the Malefice and hope it was going to be enough damage. They also could have just thrown out the Sonic Wave instead. So they go right into the pit. They have the rally of the Dark Troll summons. They have to contest this as Monaspa, though, or I think they just lose the game. As bad
how
as this
do
feels.
they definitely look like they're going to try something. They get the cooldown out, and they will manage to bring down Cube. Off to the side, Wish has finished off Owned Me. He's killing off the backliners, but the problem is Pyro is just bullying back Nande. He'll turn over towards Desire.
It's just him, though.
They've killed everybody else, but can they get the
Stolen
turn?
Sunder!
All right, Stolen Sunder. Desire able to bring Pyro down pretty low. Is it low enough to kill him? Backup is now inbound, and Pyro, he's more than fine to keep punching into the heroes. Cube hook shots forward, Cogs to push back Wish. Wish being slowed down by the battery assault. Malefice as well from Own Me, causing issues for the Batrider. Black Hole's going to be dropped. It was not a bad start at all for Monaspa. They literally killed everybody apart from Pyro 65. But it wasn't enough, Trent. This Roshan is still going to be going into the hands of the Terrorblade.
That is so painful. Pyro's weak and puny allies could not slow him down. He's still able to dominate this fight despite Sunder being stolen, being sundered by the Rubik. Didn't matter. He has plenty of health bars and plenty of damage to chew through you as well. And, I mean, this is the result of the lane that he was given. Like, sure, Gyro, you can go farming eggs. You can try and get big. I'm just going to do it the old-fashioned way here, but pure creep kills into damage. And, I mean, the Manta, too, like, the Global Silence popped off. Everyone is cursed and silenced, and it's looking good. But Pyro's just there. The wall. Mantas and starts going to work.
They really can't kill this Terrorblade. They could deal with it, everyone else, but even if they throw everything at this Terrorblade, he's probably not going to die at this point. Hookshot on the Spartan, as Cupid and me will find him in the jungle. We'll see a return fire here from Monaspa. They're going to try and take this fight, but already Pyro 65 is on top of Nande with the help of Mobile. The two of them take him out. Skylark is looking for Mobile, but Mobile's up on the cliff. Nothing that Skylark can do about that one, as his only option left is to run. Jam hits him with the slow, but the shapeshift, of course, still going, so he'll be perfectly fine to step. Max movement speed, 550, is out of there.
And to the tower with their Aegis. No meta required here.
Yep.
You're not going to fight this.
He's got
open up the outpost.
He's got the money for the BKB if he wants to grab that. I mean, and then, yeah, there it is. At this point now, Manta, Skadi, BKB. We're only 23 minutes into the game, we've got to remember, which is something to lose track of when you're looking at how farmed and how stacked this Terrorblade is at this early of the game. It's a problem. Next move that Ivy want to make, the next team fight that they take, this Terrorblade, he's going to be up on your high ground. And yeah, I said pre-30 minutes dealing with a Terrorblade with this many items, it's borderline impossible for Monaspa's heroes.
Yeah, he is a silencer in net worth ahead of the Gyrocopter right now. Yeah. So that feels pretty good. And queuing up the Daedalus next. Not really concerned about a potential butterfly from this Gyrocopter. Just saying, like, yeah, he's not going to get there. And if he does, well, he's not going to get there. This game will be over for that. You know, if he gets there, I'll just get an MKB after anyway. It'll be fine.
Let's see. Monaspa What do they want to do about this Terrorblade poking at their tier 2s? Ah, again, cute. He's had some lovely angles with the hook shots. He gets in onto Desire. Will be enough to allow Mobile to jump in, drop a dagger, and Pyro 65 to step up with the Metamorphosis, take down Desire.
He actually has no buyback, and with so much meta left, you are tempted. Like, usually you would just back here, but, you know, you kind of want to poke a little bit with meta and Aegis.
I mean, he knows nothing can stop him. They'll force out a fortification at least.
Yeah, they're just giving this up. They actually just cannot fight this at all.
Trying to throw.
Helping.
Hey, that's impressive there as well, as you can see.
Oh, yeah.
Literally hasn't missed a hook shot this game, Cube.
It's all that punch training. You know, that was all just like, that was like training with the ankle weights on, right? He had the slow hook, so once he had the fast hook, there's no way he's going to miss.
He's been very good with his playback heroes. He had a great game 1 as well. Definitely in contention for maybe being the MVP in that with the tiny tossbacks that he was pulling off. Yeah, really kind of just initiation. Yeah, he's got it covered for Ivy. Each of these fights, he'll always find a target to latch onto.
I think that they should be happy that they made it out of this with the glyph and their mid racks in like decent shape right now. Ivy are very hard to fight at the moment. They move on back to their own side of the river. So if you are Monaspa, what is the plan here? A good lasso. What's the problem if there's a good lasso? There's basically the clockwork, so he might have to like preemptively BKB in the hopes that he can just like survive the hook shot, not take too much damage. The teammates can still isolate the target. Really, we just need Gyro to get big item and Satanic. That's probably the best hope, right?
Yeah, Gyro's got to carry. He's got to carry hard.
He's so he just does not care about his body when he plays these boards. This is like last game.
But the lasso onto Omi, but he's more than fine. Global's going to be used, but unlikely the Monaspa can do anything offensive with that, as that's the global silence used, dead silencer, and no BKB now on the bat. They use a fair few results, and QP's in. It's a deep one. Past the tier 2. He's got the cock set up on a Nande. Mobile stepping in with a dagger. Nande does have BKB if he feels threatened enough. Return with the cooldown onto JM. They get the lift up with the telekinesis. They'll take out the Enchantress. But the space has been made for pressure to come in onto tier 2. Fortification popped by Monaspa. But very much feeling, you know, how much pressure Monaspa's under.
And Wish is trying to alleviate some of that here. Pushing this tower, force some rotations out. They will hold the tier 2 up top for at least a little while longer. Perhaps in an effort to have some options at the next Roche. Maybe that's what can carry them over here into something. Maybe, here we go. All right, the Roche spawns, right? If we get ourselves to an Aghanim Scepter Roche, maybe that's what we need. Throwing Aghanims on the Lycan. You know?
Astro Ags and then bite the Gyro could be nice.
Yeah, that's our win condition here. The desperation plays.
I've got Lotus stun now known to me. That's going to be very nice to help him against some of these attempts that have been made on his life. And also those that have been made on the Terrorblade. Just having these items to be able to throw down onto the Terrorblade as they get to the point where Pyro 65 would like to be on the high ground beating into the tower. He's got his next item done, full butterfly, and of course, nowhere near any sort of answer for evasion from Monaspa's heroes.
That is crazy. He just churning out item after item here. And game plan here. I guess just wait for Roche. If you're Ivy right now, just kind of chill out a little bit. Grab for yourselves. Now, kind of interesting. This is a rare game where we're close to 30 minutes. Only one hero has their shard. It's just Rubik. No one else has a build that necessarily requires
That's true,
it.
Yeah. Any that we expect to see. So, I mean, the Queen of Pains is rather nice, isn't it? Having that silence.
Yeah.
So a little surprised that Mobile's not grabbed his yet. Maybe we'll see if that comes after his. He's also getting a Lotus done. So. Yeah, I mean, very much getting these Lotuses, I think they're preparing to go for the high ground push. Next Roshan's going to be the next big push for sure from Ivy, and that will really be the sort of testing point for Monaspa if they can hold against that. As, if not, that could likely be the end of the game. They're trying to go on JM, but Lotus has come into play. Everett from that defensive dispel, and also make sure that he sends a rocket straight back the way of Nande.
Yeah, they got to get the gem over here. I think it's time to purchase one on the side of Ivy right now. As you know, that ward that Spartan almost died for. Well, he eventually did die for. To place up there is what gave them that lasso onto the edge, but they just don't have the damage and that much of a distance with the allies that not nearby. So wasted lasso here. Is it is a late roach. Still another 2 minutes and 20 seconds here. That Ivy will have to take their time
before heading high ground with his next Aegis, one would assume.
I mean, yeah, they don't really need to be under too much of a rush as well. I mean, sure, there's always the chance that Gyro gets sort of these extra items, and suddenly he is kind of packing a punch in these team fights, but that it seems still a while away. Maybe when the Daedalus is complete, but that's still what, 3,000, just under 3,000 gold away for Nande. So until then, he's just not going to be something that at least Pio is scared of at all in these fights in terms of
Big Brain,
core matchups.
Big Brain plays here from the Lycan, using the Time Warp Aura Ancient Creep and just ulting, like sending it down the lane with his wolves. This is kind of cool. Himself a 10-second CD.
Yeah, talking about sending wolves down lanes, that was also another shard that I feel, you know, it's kind of like a pseudo-minded. It just makes you money. You know, so they're having these wolves. It's the dream shard. You don't have to do anything, and you just get money from these wolves randomly killing creeps as they push the lanes out. You know, you don't have to micro them. It's one of the best shards in the game in terms of if you're a lazy player like me. It's lovely.
Well, we'll see. I mean, he's got to buy the eggs first, though. Come on.
That's true. I mean, indeed, because at the moment their chance of holding onto this game really is just making sure this Gyro can carry, and. Yeah, I mean, if he gets the Ags, that would be something. No, what, just dreaming of the Hex. He's very close to having the Hex Gold, Skylark. So may have that ready for the next fight if he can somehow get his courier out to the shop. He needs that Mystic Staff and the Void Stone, and he's pretty much got the money.
I'd say it's probably worth it just to YOLO at the Roche Pit. But they are here. They are ready for the spawn. You know what else? Honestly, the eggs. Oh, he's got it. Okay. Oh, well, his courier almost died, actually. Queen was chasing it. Oh, man.
Wait, whose courier?
Lycan's courier with the scythe.
Oh.
They're trying to flare it. They're trying to find it.
Oh, yeah.
He might die for this.
Oh, they got the lasso. But the BKB was off in time. Global Silence comes out after. Is there anything to save this Quap? Oh, he's going to be able to get away. He's out of there, and Pyre 65, he's in. BKB, Metamorphosis time, he's on top of the Gyro, Nande's out. Desire and Spartan on the retreat as they'll try and hide into the trees. Are these two going to be able to get away? Spartan will manage to TP out, and Desire, he'll also make it away just in time. But Nande on the Gyrocopter, dead again. And this Terrorblade, he knows no fear. He just goes in and... Because what are you going to do? What can you do? This Terrorblade is far too fat.
Oh, man. That poor Gyro. I legitimately felt bad a little bit. Like, that fight, what a dream scenario. You're baiting a courier, not intentionally baiting, but you all get on top. You get a lasso on the Queen of Pain, and it was on the BKB, and then you got the Global Silence on the BKB as well, and they still couldn't get the kill because she managed to get herself close enough to the Greaves there from Onmi for the save. And, well, 5.64, that might be generous at this point. I mean, they're sitting at a, 14% here. I guess anything's possible with a Gyro Rapier comeback.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, that's where we're at now, is this?
Cube. I mean, I don't know if we can get the hook shot just yet, but I feel like he's continued to not miss a single one, has he, Trent? Have we seen him miss one?
I don't think so, no.
Oh, we did miss one.
Oh, that's... Wait, is that because he hit the ally?
Yeah, hang on. Is that missed one indeed counting the what? Yeah, when he hit.
I guess he was trying to hit the bat. Like,
because
he wasn't trying to hit the queen.
That was a hit.
Well, I mean, he was trying to hit the bat. He didn't mean to hit his Queen of Pain.
You know, he
missed
shoots
the bat.
He got pulled in. That's a hit in my book. I don't care what you hit.
Like, if you're playing basketball and you score on the other net, it's still a goal.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like he got his teammate killed. You know, it weren't bad.
So like an own goal, but an own hook. Okay, I got you. That's the play here.
And it wasn't his fault, you know. The quad got in the way, even though the quad was lassoed. But you know, it wasn't Cube's
Really
fault.
victim blaming here, Owen.
Well, here we go, talking about lassos. They get the Terror Blade. They had to get him pretty deep here, but have they got the damage? I don't think they do. Stolen Sonic Wave, it's nice, it's pretty, but it won't kill him. Pyre 65 able to walk out.
Oh, that's depressing. That was like the one spell I was thinking maybe could do it.
Yeah.
A stolen Sonic Wave. It manages to get it.
Yeah.
Now we're going to have to wait for the next one, I think.
All right, it stops the push at least. They have managed to stop Ivy from... For now, of course, they've still got the luxury of 3 minutes of Aegis.
How? It's 693 pure damage with the Rubik's bonuses.
That's a lot, isn't it? Yeah.
That's so much damage. And that still does not look like that much when you look at Bio's health. He's got 3,300.
I mean, how much HP's he got? Yeah.
That's a Terrorblade with 41 armor. So that's great
Yeah.
that you've got one big pure damage. And you're going to
Look how much money he's
him.
got as well. He's you know, well, not 6 slotted with big items, but visually 6 slotted. And he got 6,200 gold on top of it. You know, he can go for whatever he wants here, Pyre.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Well, I
attack.
think he could probably go for the win here as well.
Oh.
All right, big plays.
All right, gets forced in. He'll force himself back out.
I'm just waiting for Queen of Pain to YOLO in here with this silence, blink, and Aegis.
What have you got to stop the push? Not a lot. It seems the barracks are going down. They've got the whole team alive, but it doesn't feel like it. Nothing to be done. As Ivy just take a free set of racks. Monaspa, they just don't have the answers.
I'm not sure exactly when they think the answers are going to show up here. I think they're just kind of hoping someone's going to run to their base.
On to the second set.
Radiant's middle barracks.
Stolen Sonic Wave gives them a bit of a tickle.
Thunder for the heal up.
They're not going anywhere here. Pio continuing to just sit on his savings here. 7,400 gold that he doesn't even need to spend right now.
4,000 gold surplus right now. There's the hook in.
That's a nice grab, Spartan. We'll be able to force out the cogs in time. That's over towards the mid. And get the lasso onto Pyre. They're dragging him in, but the Sonic Wave pushes back Nande and Wish. Pyre 65, he's falling low, but Nande falling lower. They'll get him out the side. They put the Hex, knock back with the Flame Break. They will manage to kill him. And Nande still alive here, and he's going to live. He's TP back to the fountain. He'll heal up. He'll be fine. Skylark deals with Cube off to the side. Now the knockback onto Mobai. Loads the sword, blinks back up as well, so he's able to get a little further away or off with the TP out. They've got the detector. They'll be able to find him. The Hex is there. Mobai, another blink, but he's ticking down low to the curse, and he's got nothing left to dispel it. So Mobai will fall. Monaspa finally finding a good fight. I mean, as good as a fight can be when you still lose your mid-melee racks, but considering how everything else has gone this game, it's something, Trent.
No, 100%. Like, they didn't really get anything out of Own Me. I feel like he was just, like, waiting for that patient moment to get the complete turnaround play, and he just couldn't really find that exact right moment. I think he actually had 0 damage that fight, apparently, according to the stats there. But the most important thing was no buybacks, right? Everyone just...
No, they didn't need to, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. No one died. Everyone just managing to barely escape.
And they killed the Terror Blade. You know, something that felt like would never be able to be done. They were able to do it here.
They actually have the XP lead now because of that. Man, Dota's weird. That's kind of crazy.
And Desire treats himself to a full Octarine.
Intriguing. Okay.
Also got he's got the telescope coming out as well.
Telescope?
So he's got the cast range for days. He's ready to make the big plays.
No, surely they can't come back, right? Come on, guys. No, you guys don't believe that 6% chance. I mean, come on.
How's Nande doing with the items? He's got his MKB. He's queuing up the Daedalus. In terms of finishing it, he's got it done. Recipe 70 gold away. 60 gold away. He gets that. He gets Rapier. I mean, Gyro
spicy.
is still
It's
a
little
gyrocopter.
spicy.
At this point, with this amount of damage items, it is an obnoxious amount of physical to just easily throw out with the flat cannon in the team fights.
Right.
If Ivy fail another high ground push, things could get spicy.
It's true, but, you know, there's also the fact that the scythe, I mean, I think they scythed bat at the start, but it was after the lasso, so that was huge. But if that scythe hits before bat, like, bat definitely needs to just, like, BKB earlier, right?
Yeah.
Like, you cannot get scythe going in for that lasso like that. You know, its Wish is just going to be struggling a little bit. But if they can grab that and then get the double force staff again, they had a lot of nice plays there from Monaspa that we didn't even get to cover, really, because of how chaotic and hectic that fight was. The way it started as well, the hook shot into the silencer, forcing out the early force staff from Spartan, but not able to get the kill, right? Like, you're not getting that. It sort of created a bit of a rough start to the fight, I would say, for Ivy, despite like hitting the hook shot and getting inside the base. The way that it got spread out didn't really feel like it benefited them all that much. So they might be thinking about more cohesive ways to actually start the fights next time as well. Maybe don't pop those cogs right away. Try and force out the force staff first. It's Monaspa. I believe they said they're ready to go here, but Ivy needs a second, and going when ready now. All right, so we needed the what was the items that I wanted? Oh, Lycan. So we need
want
this
the
to be
Lycan
the Aang's Roche, right? Coming up next, surely. They fight their way out. They get the wolf bite, and Gyro becomes a beast.
We've got smoke time from Ivy. If they want to try and pounce before, well, you know, they sort of wait for the Roche, but at the same time, Monaspa, they're heading out of the base with the smoke themselves. Smoke for Nande and Pyro 65 will come off. They'll go pop the global to try and start the action. It's taken off by the Lotus on Ownme. They'll get the drag back on a Pyro 65. Mobile blinking in and trying to help out. The Hex is down on the Terrorblade. Ownme watch the fight from the side, but the flat cannon stopping him from being able to jump in with the Black Hole for now. Still, though, the damage is there to Skylark. He gets the jump over to the side, or use Malefice onto Spartan. Spartan being punched into by Gianvincenzo. Desire with the Stolen Sunder attempting to provide some life towards his teammate, but Spartan will fall.
And you can just see that if the gyro isn't in the middle of it when the flat cannon goes off, it just feels so bad. You know? Like, because once you run out of flak, that's it. Your damage is not consistent to run away with the tail between his legs. Terrorblade does not have that problem. He has sustained constant damage in the fight as long as he's got that meta up.
So what they can do here, they get the jump, the Hex is there onto Nande. Then the Stolen Sunder will heal him up a decent amount, but it's not enough to keep him alive. Nande still goes down, 3 heroes out. Now Monaspa, no buybacks on them. As Ivy, they've got the room to push in, clean up the final set of racks, and maybe just keep on going for more here. Hard to see any way that Monaspa can fight this back, especially with their gyro out of the game for over a minute. Tier 4s are falling. As Wish is no lasso at the moment, so not really much he can do. They're trying to push him off the Ancient. It's not working, and Ownme, he'll close it up with a beauty. Jumps in, 3-man Black Hole. That's going to be GG. Ivy will take this series clean, 2-0 against Monaspa. As they look great in both games, Trent. This is some fantastic stuff from Ivy, and just goes to show that this Division 2, it's going to be a crazy one.